and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And checking out some numbers for MP.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Bird. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. And it's Young in at the point. Well, Stan, the season's midway point is fast approaching. Is fatigue right now a consideration for these teams?
Well, if it is, Kevin, then that team's going to be in real trouble when we get to February or March. This is the time to be ramping up, not wearing down.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen, and opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch. Thank you. Now, here's MP. In the game against Toronto, very impressive.
An extremely reliable three-point weapon. Powell is taking that every chance he gets.
Outside Daniel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson finds Daniels. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. Miami grabs the miss. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
Now, MP. After the missed three from Trae Young. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Bird for three. Johnson with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Young. Puts up a three. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Well, you need to run Trae off of his shot. If Young gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
And here's Young, following the three-pointer by MP.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
On the wing, Jaquez. And here's Bird from the arc. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bird against Young. Again, Young missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Bird passes to Adebayo. Powell outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The Heat leading by 8. MP outside. And he can't bank that one in. Young outside. Back to Daniels. Risache wide open. Misses the three. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Raptors. MP kicks to Powell. Back to Bird. Here's the three. Trains the three-pointer. Bird's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Young, good.
That was a cold answer from Young. Nice tray with the immediate response.
Hawkins finds MP. Here's Hero. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Rizachet. His last outing, he saw him pour in 22.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Hero. Back to Bird. For three. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Heat. Khalil Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Wiggins comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Tyler Hero. Here's Krejci. Pass to Newell. Now, Alexander Walker. Wiggins with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Ware kicks to MP. From past the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
The Hawks trail by 16. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Raptors got the job done. He dropped 48 points, and it's the most physical he's been on the glass this season. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff, Allie. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
That one drops for him.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 17-7 run. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Fontecchio passes to MP. Launches it. Kennard with the rebound. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The 3 from MP. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what do you think about the offense? Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Powell, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Heat. Hero kicks to Bird. Latrey drills the three-pointer. MP's got 21.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Young for 3. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, anytime you want a three-point shooting competition, Young is up for it.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
MP passes to Powell. The 3, and MP with the basket on the assist by Powell. Powell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young looking it over. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Wiggins. Bird against Young. MP outside. And the Heat, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Johnson with a screen on Hero. It's Young on the wing. Again, Young missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And they pick up 2. Hero's got 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
To the inside, Young. And again, unable to change momentum here. And even 3-on-3 break. Hero kicks to Bird. Pass to Ware. Outside, Hero. For the 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for Trae Young.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Powell. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Look at the Heat. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Atlanta Hawks just way behind.
And right now for Atlanta, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Hero. Back to Bird. Jaquez the pass to MP. Now Ware. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And here's MP for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
And here's the fast break. And here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Jaquez with the steal. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Hero. And now that's 35 points for MP. And here's Young from the arc. No good that time.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Miami ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Rizachet and Johnson. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Jaquez finds MP. Outside, Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Young dishes to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Miami. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They wanted him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Bird. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Now, Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Young outside. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Daniels. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Miami's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And it's good for 2. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Young with no one around. No good with the triple. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Inside, Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Kicks it out to MP. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Outside Daniels. Back to Young. They need this. Drills it from outside. Young's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hawks. Miami's gotten all 4 of their 3-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Bird finds Hero. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. In the corner, Daniels. Johnson outside. Pass to Okongwu. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
The preferred scoring area for Okongwu. He can get it done inside with his size and length.
Jaquez the pass to Bird. Now Hero. Oh, good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
Back to Bird. Fires for 3. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
On the wing, Johnson. Jaquez defending. Johnson kicks to Young. Connects from 3-point range. And that's 23 points for Trae Young.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hawks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Passed it. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Luke Kennard. Bird, he's checked in for Miami. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Wiggins. MP kicks to Mitchell. Back to MP. There's the 3. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Bird is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Wiggins in at the 4. Young for 3, knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. He'd have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Atlanta with it. Now, here is Young. Right wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Newell. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the inside. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by MP. Bird's got his 7th assist here tonight. Now, Alexander Walker. A nice shot by Young. 28 points for Trae Young.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Here's Johnson. Young, good look. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Back to MP. The 3. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Bird against Young. Down low. Here's Newell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Miami, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Mitchell finds Fontecchio. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Ware. Clock at 6. The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
Good, he hits again.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys, he's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in league history.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Baseline jumper. Newell pulls it in.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Watch Andrew.
Wiggins passes to Bird. Fontecchio. MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. That one no good. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Young outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
Big win for you guys, MP. We know when your team turns up the defensive intensity, you hit another level. You had a few steals tonight that seemed to ignite your side. Talk about that.
Could have had more, you know? I'm trying to be a legendary pest out there. That's what this team deserves, and it's what they're going to get from me going forward.
Can't wait to see it, MP. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you next time.